guys, Megan here from Double Garlic, and today I'm excited to share with you one of my family's Easter traditions, which is making this really cute bunny bread each year. This is actually something that my mom discovered at Taste of Home magazine when we were kids, and ever since then we've made these year after year. My father, who was an OBGYN, often was not able to be with us during the holidays because he would be on call. So we got in the tradition of making two breads, one that would stay at home with the family, and then one that he would take into labor and delivery for the nurses and doctors that also had to work on the holiday. My father passed about 10 years ago, and we've actually kept up this tradition, dropping it off on labor and delivery every Easter. And it's something that we're actually planning on continuing once COVID is over. Let's take a look at what all we need for this. Okay, so what you're gonna need are 2 loaves of frozen bread. Go ahead and put these in the refrigerator overnight on a tray, and then take them out about an hour before we're ready to get started. Once you're done, they're gonna look something like these, and this is what we're gonna go ahead and use for making our bread. We're also gonna need some raisins. We're gonna need 1 egg beaten, and then we're gonna need some almonds for decorations. Okay, so we've gone ahead and wiped down our countertop, and we're going ahead and get started. So we start by putting this and cutting off 1/4 of our bread. And this part, we're gonna go ahead, make round, and then we're gonna go and work on this becoming a little more pear shaped. So we want the top to be a little tied. There we go. And then the bottom part, and this is gonna be the head for our bunny. And this is gonna stay as an oval, so we can actually just kind of work it in a little more round here. And this is gonna be our bunny's belly. All right, go ahead and squeeze down a little bit because we're gonna wanna make room for our ears. So the next piece of loaf we're gonna take and we're gonna divide it into 4 pieces. So go ahead and divide it in half. And go ahead and set 2 of these aside. Put this one over here, and we're gonna start by making this first 1/4 into a rope. And just go ahead and roll that out. You're looking to get this a little bit longer. There we go. And these are gonna be the start for our ears. So about 16-inch ropes is what we're looking for. Go ahead and half them together, so you can see here. You're gonna go ahead and add that on the shorter end of your bunny. You can kind of make fun. Don't have to be straight up, they can be slightly aside. You'll take your other one and do the same. Roll that out. All right, get that roped up. And the fun part with this whole is that this is a great way to work with kids and think about fractions, because we are gonna divide this dough a few times. So if you've got really young kids, it's sort of a fun way for them to start this process. So since that one's over, I'm gonna have this one go up a little bit. Put our little bunny down in here. All right, so we're gonna take our next piece here and we're gonna divide this in half. And these are going to be our paws. So go ahead and make rounds out of both of these. There. And then once we got these, we're gonna go ahead and take our scissors. We're gonna make little slits, 2 little slits in our paws. And that helps make little shapes to put our paws back here. So we'll put our back paws down here. Take our other one, do it again. And I like a little more pronounced shape so that you've got space. Remember, this is all going to puff up, but it just gives you that cute little slit for our paws. There, starting a little there. And then our last portion. So we're gonna divide this into 3 pieces. Sometimes it's a little easier to roll it out. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll these in the ball. So we're gonna take 2 of these for our front paws. We're gonna do the same thing again, where we're gonna divide, put little slits in these. Put those right there. All right, you can see that it's starting to look a little more like a bunny. And then we're gonna take our last one, and we're gonna divide this into 2. Do that. Make 2 little balls. and these are gonna be little cheeks for our bunny. And if you can decide whether you like these big or small, sort of depends on you. I'm gonna go ahead and take my raisins, and I'll take them and I flatten them out a little bit to kind of make my eyes for our rabbit. All right, right there. That one's not quite a little darker color, so we're gonna go with similar colored eyes for our bunny. And then I'm gonna take these, our almonds, and we're gonna go and put some little teeth in our bunny. And I like my teeth to go right together here in the front. All right. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to put some of the egg wash all over our rabbit, and then we're gonna set it aside. And we're gonna let this sit in a warm area covered for about 30 to 45 minutes so that our bunny can rise. Okay guys, you can see that our bunny has gotten bigger. We also had a little mishap with our bunny where the little cheek fell off, and that's okay. We're actually gonna take a little piece off of this one. I'm gonna roll this back up, add that back in. So we've got those, and I'm gonna take this little extra piece, just make a little bunny nose. Because you know, bunnies have the cutest little motors in their little noses. All right, so now that our rabbit is ready, we're gonna go ahead and heat the oven to 350. And we're gonna go ahead and bake this for about 25 to 30 minutes. What you're looking for is a nice golden brown on top of your rabbit. You can go ahead and do a little knocking, and you'll be able to hear it, that little nice hollowness, so that you know you've got a good crust on your bread. All right, let's go ahead and cook this in the oven. Okay, our time is up and our bunny is ready. So I'm gonna go ahead, let our bunny cool on here for a few more minutes, and then go ahead and move it to a wire rack till it's completely cooled down. This is a great time for you if you have a dip that you want to make, and then chop all the vegetables that you're going to use for the platter. All right, so let's go ahead and get this cool down. Okay, so now that our bunny is cooled, we're going to go ahead and assemble it. So I typically will find some sort of bowl that's about the size that fits in the belly area for our dip. If you're going to be taking this to someone else's house, sometimes you can get the smaller Tupperware, so you don't have to rely on getting your bowl back if you don't want to. I'm just going to go ahead and use a serrated knife. Just cut around the outside to give us a good idea of how big the hole is. Go ahead and take that out. All right. Check that that fits nice in there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move my bunny, and sometimes this can be a little precarious, onto our tray. If one of the little legs falls off, that's okay. That happens. They can just get connected back on. All right. Let's go ahead and add our bowl in here. You can use whatever kind of dip that you would like. Right, today we're gonna use ranch, but you know, Carrie's dip, her hummus is amazing with this. So it just sort of depends on the crowd that you're looking for. You can also add obviously another bowl of dip as well. All right, and then go ahead and load up on the vegetables. We'll go ahead and just tuck these around on the outside. You can go ahead and fill in. A lot of times what's nice about this is that you can make this early. You can get all the vegetables cut up, make the bread, cover it, and then just have to assemble it the next day. So that makes it a lot easier for when you're entertaining and having people over. All right. Well, thank you guys again for hanging out with me today. Remember to follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you all next time.